versus Georgia. The Dogs and the Tide, two teams that have been in each other's way for supremacy in the SEC and the national title race. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team of the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kurt?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
Game moves into the 35, first down again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the runner takes off to his right. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Swarmed to the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And this one will be fair caught. The Bulldogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage. You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Alabama and Georgia, they have collided on the biggest stages for the biggest trophies in the sport. But the last meeting, that regular season classic in Tuscaloosa, the Tide jumped them 28-0. It was a beatdown. Georgia responded. Kirk actually took the lead late in the game before one of the most memorable plays of the season won it for Bama.
Yeah, it was just something we've not had to see from Kirby Smart's team. On the road, like you said, down so big. I remember you saw Alabama taunting Georgia going off the field at halftime. But give credit to Georgia. Not only do they come back, but they take the lead. It looked like they might be able to get out of there with a win. And then the freshman at the time, Ryan Williams, introduces himself to a national audience with maybe one of the best plays of the year. Great call by you, by the way. And end up getting Alabama back to being in a position to win that football game.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking for the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Testing the right side here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running out of time in the pocket. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. A deep shot to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. He's got it right near the end zone. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
As they get stopped here on second down, it's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. He escapes the pocket. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
Boy, Chris, you talk about rallying to the football by a defense. We all know how fast this quarterback is, and even with all of his options covered up, they're able to rally and bring him down once he pulled it down to try to take it in himself. What a great job by the defense to set up now a fourth and goal.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield. It's Simpson. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Final seconds in the 1st half. They will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the defender miss. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made on the out route. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Branch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's 2nd down after that completion. They're going to run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. Holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Back to pass. It's Stockton. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with 1st and goal. The back in motion now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They continue to roll up the score.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking deep down the left side. He hauls it in to the 25, still running. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Slides down, will avoid the tackle.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's Simpson. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play, Kurt?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Trying to find room. It's Frazier. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And we're head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this first down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
First down here for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. And even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, it's 3rd down. You know that blitz might be coming. The offensive line's got to do a better job of communicating to give this quarterback a little bit more time to be able to win a one-on-one matchup out on the perimeter. They're unable to hold up, and the blitz gets home to affect the quarterback and his timing.
They'll kick it away here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, at least they're starting this drive off with some positive yards. They need to be able to put this ball in the end zone, get a 2-point conversion, get the ball back, and then get another touchdown and another 2-point conversion. So you're still within a couple possessions. They need to get the ball down the field, and they got to go in a hurry.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Pass rush closing in. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Really good round here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
You know, this touchdown actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the two-point play. You got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
So the touchdown is huge, but now the crucial two-point conversion to get it to a one-score game. Wants to throw it. And he grabs it for the two-point conversion to make this a one-score game. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Pounding away with the run game. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters. Just